Hey there, and welcome to Shawnee Mission South High School. I am Nick Schaefer, sports director at KSHB 41, and this is the 2022 DiRenna Awards. We appreciate you being here in person and online. A stream you can find at kshb.com. Let's get started. Now to the Tom Colwell Lifetime Achievement Award. This time I'd like to ask Jim Bly of UClick TV to join me on the stage in presenting this Tom Colwell Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's recipient is John Sedler. Slowly make your way to the stage, John. John Sedler's career in high school education as a teacher, coach, and administrator spanned a total of 43 years, 36 in Missouri and 7 in Kansas. He's a lifelong resident of the Kansas City area, played high school basketball at Park Hill, followed by 4 years of basketball at Park University. Sedler began his career in 1978, way back in 1978 at Maryville High School. After 1 year, he was named the head boys basketball coach there, served in that position for the next 3 years, then moved on to Park Hill. In 1994, Sedler was named assistant principal and athletic director at Park Hill. In 1998, he helped open Park Hill South as an assistant principal, was actually an AD for both schools for a while, correct? All right, he retired in 2013, but didn't stay retired long, as he was named an administrator and AD at DeSoto High School. In 2015, he became assistant principal and athletic director at Gardner Edgerton, where he served for the next 5 years. Sedler was named the District Athletic Director of the Year in 2005 and was inducted into the Park Hill School District Hall of Fame in 2009. He is known as an ambassador for Kansas City basketball and is recognized as a great speaker and clinician. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tom Colwell winner, John Sedler. Well done. Nice shot. That was a mouthful there.
Thank you, Mr. Bly. I've known you for quite a while as well. Larry House said that I had to wrap up 50 years in 2 minutes, so I'm probably going to miss a few people, but that's all right. First of all, it's very humbling to receive an award with Mr. Colwell's name on it. If he was coaching today, you'd see teams running the old Benedictine 1-game and 2-game, and the score would be 38-36, and somebody would go home cheering like they're the big-time winners. Those were the good old days, before the transfer portal hit all the high schools. I think the high schools are way advanced more than the NCAA with the transfer portals. But one thing, obviously, when you go lifetime, there's a lot of people to thank, and I probably shouldn't thank anybody more than my wife. The nights I was out with games, she was taking care of our 3 children. There were some nights I'd have to come home and say, honey, the game went 52 overtimes. I am so sorry. And she'd get up in the morning and see that I was parked on the newspaper, and she knew I was probably with Coach O'Connor, Coach Hill, the Park brothers, or Coach Turner somewhere, or Coach Zeke and Coach Fitz, talking about games, moving some salt shakers around. I know that as we go, I was introduced to basketball at an early age. My neighbor, when I was a 6th grader, was the Homer ref at De La Salle High School. He reffed every home game at De La Salle. So I got to sit up in the top of the bleachers and watch games and see how basketball was played back in the old days. I was a ball boy at NAIA tournament. I remember 64 when Rockhurst won it with Dick Hinnier and Ralph Telkin. Both of them went on and played pros for a little bit. And later on I played in the Bell Rec League with Dick Hinnier, and he just killed me even though he was 10 years older than me. So I was always an old soul. And when I took my first job, my dad called and said, how'd it go? First practice as a head coach. I said, horrible. He said, well, what happened? I said, my assistants didn't do anything. It was awful. He said, well, what'd you ask him to do? Well, I figured out I was in trouble. I didn't know what to do as a 22-year-old head coach. So I figured out I needed to start surrounding myself and getting around people who were high achievers. I just didn't settle for basketball coaches. I talked to some wrestling coaches, swimming coaches, veterans in the neighborhood, people who knew how to lead and be leaders. Started reading books. I know that's kind of a myth about some basketball coaches. Most of us are PE majors, and I'm not sure we can read the entire time. But as we went through it, I started surrounding myself with people who I found out they were successful because they were detail-oriented, or they were great communicators, or most importantly for me, were very organized. And I found out I was in big trouble. I was only a good communicator. I couldn't do any of those things. So I started traveling the country, going around. I didn't want to talk just to Kansas City coaches. I wanted to bring in some different ideas. And I remember going to Springfield once. This was probably my greatest lesson in basketball. I got to ride down with Coach Lathrop. He was driving the red and white Cadillac that the school district had given him, and I was sitting in the front seat. And I had my pen and pad ready to go. And we're riding down Highway 13 through Kansas, and he's got one arm in here, and he says, "Coach Sid, get some of that dip." We got some beech nut out of his glove box, and he's made me chew some dip on the way down. And I finally said, "I got to go to the bathroom." We pulled over, went to a rest stop, and I spit that out as fast as I could. But I'm going to the clinic because Gene Bartow's talking on practice organization. I said, I need that. I am not any good at this organization stuff. So we get there. I was down at Missouri State, Southwest Missouri State. They just hired a new coach. He was the assistant from Arkansas. And I'm sitting with Coach Lathrop, Coach Nelson, some coaches from William Jewell. There's not a lot of Kansas City guys down there, so we're sitting there and I'm learning from other people, and all of a sudden, Coach Lathrop gets pretty loud. And Gene's starting to talk about practice organization. And finally, Gene has to say, "Coach, are we bothering you back there?" He says, "No, Gene." He says, "Coach wants to talk about a 1-3-1, how to break it." He says, "Well, all these people are here to see me talk about practice organization." And Coach Lathrop looks at me and he goes, "Coach said, move those tables." There's 5 young of us out there lined up in a 1-3-1. He's moving us around. Him and Gene Bartow are talking about how to break a 1-3-1. After we got done, we had a little grit together, and I said, "Hey, Coach Bartow, can I see some of your stuff on practice organization?" We drove all the way down there. I wanted to get as much information as I could. But when I found I wasn't effective, I didn't say successful. Coaches today have so much more an opportunity. And all of you coaches that are here today, I mean, what a wonderful job you have had to do the last couple years with COVID. Some of you people don't understand the value a coach has in a community, a household, and the entire school district. Without you, a lot of these kids maybe wouldn't play sports, wouldn't have an opportunity to go to school or trade school. You've taught them things they need to have to be better people in the world. And the value of a coach is so much more than people give us credit for. Now, when I got out of coaching, I didn't change where I got to coach coaches. And I found I couldn't sleep at night. I was so attached to the roller coaster, the emotional roller coaster of winning. And when you get that way, you make some bad decisions on how you treat people. I then changed my focus on getting into the process, putting a plan together, and let winning take care of itself. Instead of wanting to score 16 points a game, let's just try and score 4 a quarter for you. Let's work on the process. And eventually things get better. You know, if you didn't want to work on free throws, you don't just go shoot free throws. You work on the mental approach. You work on technique. You work on form. And I think I became a better athletic director when I started applying the things I was doing with coaching with the coaches I was working with. And I know that, Larry wanted to make me feel old. So I look around today. Coach James is here from St. Joe Benton. He's going to get the Assistant Coaches Award. I remember him playing at St. Joe Benton. Matt Rice from DeSoto High School. Coach Neff, I remember he was 8 years old, running around the gym with Coach Clark and his dad up at Lafayette. I guess I am getting old. It is 50 years. But I'll tell you, I'll wrap up. Larry's starting to tap his foot on me. He deserves a lot of credit. In 97, 98, they wanted to get the association back together. They called me and said, "Hey, we need a place to host." I think we had Danny Nee talk that day as a guest speaker. He wasn't very good, but the rest of them were really good. He says, "Hey, we got Coach McGuire, Coach Zeke, Coach Fritz, and Coach Frost." And he goes, "Coach, I need you there. With those 4, something crazy is going to happen. I need you to be there just in case." And we got it going. It was the best clinic I'd ever been to in the high school level. You remember those days, Larry, back in that? But as we get going, now that I'm done coaching, been 50-some years, first AAU game, we played against Mark Aguirre, got killed. It was horrible. They called us back that night. We played down at Whatsoever on 44th and Cleveland. And they said, "Hey, their team was too old. They were 3 years too old." And I said, "Okay, no wonder they beat us so badly." But now, as a grandparent, I found out that I have superpowers. I'm being a grandparent. That is a superpower. And when we had our first grandchild, little Brooks, my wife and I had to teach her how to run the point matchup. We could run zone against him. We could zone him up and protect him. And then when we had our second one, I had to teach my wife how to bend her legs and play a little man-to-man defense because we had two of them and we couldn't run our zone anymore. Hey, in closing, this is a great day. You guys are here to see the youth talk. I know that. Coaches, what you do is invaluable. And you'll find out. You have been a taxi driver, an amateur psychologist. You have been money. You have provided money to your students. You have done everything you can to help these kids. They may not tell you thanks right now, but someday somebody will knock on your door and they'll be there to tell you thanks. And I know I appreciate every time I get a call back, and now I get calls back from coaches. I love seeing Coach Rice and his lovely wife. Too bad the boys aren't here. It was a great night, and like I said, I am humbled by this. Coach Colwell was something special. It means a lot to me to get it, and it means a lot to be recognized by your peers in the Basketball Coaches Association. Thank you, and hey, athletes, good luck tomorrow. Be safe and have a great next 4 years.
All right, each year the Coaches Association honors the top boys and girls coaches from the Kansas City area with the Eddie Ryan Award. At this time, I'd like to ask Chad Rader of 810 Varsity to come on up and help us present these awards. All right, we have co-winners for both the boys and the girls coaches. So we're going to honor 4 coaches here tonight. We start with the girls. Brandon Parker of Eudora and Corey Lohr of Blue Springs South. Come on up. A couple questions here. Brandon, we'll start with you. What was it like making history at Eudora, making that run this year?
It was great. It was something that the whole community got behind. Our players, each day from the beginning, they gave everything they had. They were fighters, and for them to achieve so many historic things, we're extremely proud of them. Just blessed to have a great group of young ladies and a great group of coaches that I work with. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well done. 23 wins. Most of you can play in just 25 games in Kansas, correct? Well done. All right, Coach, what about you? How do you go undefeated in the Suburban Gold?
It's tough. I've told people, though, that we had really good players, and makes my job really easy when you got kids who know how to play and come out and compete every single day. So kind of what Coach said, echoing his statements that we got good people at Blue Springs South, both players and coaches, that have made things really easy.
Awesome. Congrats to you both. One from the Kansas side, one from the Missouri side. Well done, guys. All right, over to the boys' side here. Again, we have a tie. Chris Neff of Staley and Matt Rice of DeSoto. Gentlemen, please walk up here. All right, Matt, we'll start with you. How do you do that? How do you replace so much experience and talent and have a team that achieved as much or more?
I'll start with great kids, great coaching staff, really a group of people that believed in themselves and believed that they could do it best together and bought into each other. Worked really hard every day and just did great things together. So I think that's really what it came down to.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Coach. I know you had so much competition over the big class in Missouri. How are you guys able to stand out so much?
Iron sharpens iron, and we had a chance to play against some of the best teams in the state of Missouri and ventured over to Kansas and took on some teams as well. And we were just really, really grateful for opportunity and took advantage of opportunity, and we happened to just, come out on top. We were up against an awful good group of teams, and we put together in 6 years a culture of kids that love each other and love playing together. So we were fortunate to have had the year we had.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. We'll let you go.
I have a lot of thank yous. First of all, I'd like to thank my wife and family, my wife Janet and family, for putting up with me. I'd like to thank all the assistant coaches that I've worked with and continue to. Now that I'm an assistant coach, I realize how difficult that job can be because you don't hold the reins any longer. I'd like to also recognize and thank the many players whose skill and determination allowed me to be a successful coach. My fellow coaches who I worked with and competed against. The good thing about being in the greater Kansas City area is that all the coaches in this area are very skilled, and it makes it great competition. And that's what one's after when we're coaching. We want great competition, and we got it. I'd like to thank all the officials who worked all the games over the years. They are always asked to make snap judgments in the immediate. And they don't always get them right, but they always try their best. And for that, they should be acknowledged. I'd like to thank the Greater Kansas City Basketball Coaches Association for this honor, for the organization's continued effort to highlight basketball in the Greater Kansas City area. Also for their recognition and encouragement of student athletes. That's all I have to say. I look forward to the games tomorrow, both the women's game and the men's game, and hope all of you can attend. Thank you very much.
Coach Super thanking the officials. That's what I remember. You thanking the officials on the court all the time.
Well, they worked hard.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't always get it right.
That's right. Like 10% of the time they got it right? Something like that, though. All right, Jim, congratulations. Tonight's second inductee is Steve Cassidy.
I think a lot like Jim, I first want to just congratulate all the players who will be playing tomorrow. It's really all about them, and they truly do represent Kansas City and all the other players in the area extremely well. I kind of want to spend my time just thanking a lot of people and talking about some meaningful relationships that I had along the way in my coaching career. And I think first I need to thank God. I'm truly an example of the verse, there for the grace of God go I, or, there for the grace I am, for the grace of God I am what I am. If it weren't for his work in my life, I wouldn't be here in front of you today. So I want to thank God first. Secondly, my experiences in basketball go back to my mom and dad. My dad was my first coach at Lincoln Methodist Church in Danville, Illinois, and he would take me to a court that was in the upstairs of the church, and he would have me dribble up and down on the sidelines in these dribble goggles. I don't know, you probably have to be a little older to remember those, but he would have me dribble with my right hand, dribble with my left hand on a court that had no three-point line and still had one of those little keys instead of the 3-second lane you're used to today. But that's where I learned to play, and those were special times with my dad. I have to thank my mom, who every year would take me to Morris Sports in downtown Lawrence, Kansas, and help me pick out a white pair of Chuck Taylors and put them on layaway in the summer, so we'd get them out in the fall, and they'd be ready for basketball season. I had a great mom, and she was so supportive of everything I did. And once again, I couldn't be here without all the things she did for me. I want to thank my partner, Amber. She's my biggest fan. I didn't really know that this late in life maybe you might find the love of your life. And she's been so supportive of everything I do. And she's always telling me that I'm her person. And I want to kind of confess before everybody here that, I'm your person forever. I want to thank all my assistant coaches. Just like Jim said, you can't do this without the support of great assistants. And one assistant is here tonight, Dave Maglich. Him and Jimmy Page, Brad Euler, Darren Hall, Cassidy Tuning, Athletic Director Eric Holm, all those people, they work so hard on your behalf. They go unrecognized, but they held me accountable and they made me better. They kept me Zoom focused on team goals and really helped me to coach for 22 years. I didn't coach 1 year 22 times because I was motivated by their efforts, and they deserve every bit of this award that I do, and I'm thankful that I had such great assistants. I want to thank Dr. Hurl, who's here tonight. His son Dane will be playing tomorrow in the All-Star game. Very few coaches can say they have the support of a superintendent like I have, not only personally, but if you know anything about the independent school district, he has just reinvented the athletic facilities, not just at Truman, but all of our schools. And you just can't do it without, you can't be as successful as we've been without facilities and support like I've had. So it's been a pleasure to work in the independent school district and to work for Dr. Hurl. I want to thank my former players. There's one here Delisha Hussey's here. She'll be coaching in the game tomorrow for the All-Star team. And if it weren't for, I had 13 Division I players in 22 years. You really think about that, that's incredible. And that means, I think, that I probably had a Division I player on every team I've ever coached. Now, how blessed is that? But, you can't, without that kind of talent, you couldn't win the games that I've won. I also want to thank those players that kind of go unrecognized. As coaches, we call them, play hard kids and effort kids. But it's those kids really that win a lot of games for you, too. And without great players, I wouldn't be here. And lastly, as I walked around here tonight and people were congratulating me, you realize how many coaches have sent you huddle film, given you scouting reports, given you a basket inbounds play that actually works. Just all the contributions that friends in coaching make to your success. And I thank all of you coaches that have just been kind to me throughout the years and helped me in all the ways I needed to be successful. And I guess in closing, I would just want to say that this whole experience, in the end, when I have all these thank yous, it's just been all about people and about relationships, really, and how we kind of pour into each other's lives through sports. And, in the end, I hope that everybody realizes that yes, the competition is fantastic, but what it really boils down to in the end is people and relationships and how you impact each other through sports. So I thank you to the association. I thank the association for inducting me into the Hall of Fame. It's an honor and a privilege, and I thank you guys for listening, and God bless all of you.
The final inductee of the class of 2022 is Jeff Atkins. Atkins is a graduate of Bishop Hogan High School. In 1999, he became the head coach of Notre Dame de Sion. In 3 years there at Sion, he picked up back-to-back state championships. He then moved on to Lincoln Prep in 2002, and in 4 years, he reached the quarterfinals once and a second-place finish at state. Atkins' next stop was St. Pius, where he took over a struggling program and then led them to a state quarterfinal appearance. Currently ranked third in winning percentage in the state of Missouri in girls high school basketball, 580 wins, only 341 losses. Atkins is also coached at the collegiate level at Penn Valley. He's unable to be with us here tonight. However, we do have a video of some of his fellow coaches sharing their thoughts about Coach Atkins.
As a person, I always found Jeff someone who I can go to and ask his advice. He would always give me some guidance on when I began coaching here in Kansas City. I always look to Jeff as my mentor.
I think he cares about the athletes. We coached together in AAU, and Jeff always has shown compassion to the players.
He is a winner. He wants to win. He is the type of coach that when he is coaching his girls, he wants his girls to play hard, but not just only that he wants his girls to play hard, but the attributes that he gives his girls as far as being, young ladies and being, competitors and being winners, those are particular things that he instills in his players.
Oh, we played in a district championship game. His daughter was playing at the time and had to figure out a plan to be able to stop her because we played her earlier in the season. She destroyed us. So we came up with a plan to stop her. We did. We won the championship game. Later on that day or the next day, he called me to congratulate me and told me how to hopefully beat the next opponent. I thought that was amazing. And the display of character that he has, he wanted, if I'm going to beat him, he wanted me to beat the next person. So he helped me to devise a plan.
The passion, the love, the drive that he brings to the game of basketball for young ladies in our area is top notch.
Congratulations on your induction to the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to Jeff on this great honor. You are well deserving of it.
Congratulations, Jeff, on your induction into the Greater Kansas City Coaches Association Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Coach Jeff Atkins, on being inducted into the Coaches Hall of Fame.
My good friend Jeff, Coach Atkins, as everybody knows you, congratulations for being inducted into the Coaches Association Hall of Fame.
I didn't really have too much to say. You know, you guys just watched all the videos, but I just like to thank everyone for coming. Past players, coaches, anyone that knew my dad. Thank everyone for that, and I'm just accepting this award on the behalf of him. And thank you guys so much.
This time I would like to ask Mike Morley and Paul Perry of Kansas City High School Hoops to join me on stage for the presentation of this award. The 2002 recipient of the Walt Tiliki Memorial Award is Rob James of Liberty North High School. Rob just completed his 15th season as an assistant boys basketball coach. He was the varsity assistant for Derek Howard at Winnetonka for 5 years before spending the last 10 seasons at Liberty North. Coach James was diagnosed with undifferentiated pleomorphic sarcoma, a rare form of cancer, in September of 2019. Since then, he has had 4 major surgeries, 25 radiation treatments, and undergone 3 chemotherapy regimens. The 3rd chemotherapy regimen began shortly after the 2021-22 season and started and continued for most of the season. Despite the side effects, Coach James made it to nearly all practices and games. On the last night, you may have heard this story by now, on the last night of the regular season, Liberty North head coach Cy Muster suggested that Coach James serve as the head coach for the night. The Eagles responded with a victory, and Coach James' son, Quentin, scored a season high in that game. At the conclusion of the season, his fellow Suburban Gold Conference coaches selected Coach James as the Conference Coach of the Year. Rob James, everyone.
I have to start with a stream of thank yous. As an assistant coach, the head coaches I've worked with, Derek Howard, Chris McCabe, Cy Musser, also Mike Jeffers of Johnson County, a Hall of Famer, trusted me to coach his summer teams for 8 years. I grew as a coach and a person doing that as well. Also other coaches at Liberty North I've learned from throughout my years there. The Liberty North players, the Liberty North family. As I was going through chemo this winter, there were a lot of days when it was tough to get where I needed to be, to get to practice. But to be around the players, particularly my son, motivated me to get out of the house and go coach basketball. I don't think I would be receiving this award tonight without the decision of Cy Musser and the suggestion of Cy Musser to let me serve as a head coach for a night. Truly a dream come true. Like as Mick said, I got to coach my son. He scored a career high that night. We're all about making memories, and those are memories that I will absolutely never forget. Sam McDowell from the Star ended up writing the story about that. A wonderful piece of writing, and I thank Sam for that. Throughout the last 2.5 years, my family, particularly my wife, have been unbelievable. Since I was diagnosed with cancer, I can tell you my wife has been an absolute superwoman. Keeping the family together, keeping me going, it's been just fantastic, as well as my son Quentin, my stepchildren Sydney and Jackson. What they've done is nothing short of amazing. I'll wrap up with this. Right down the street is the Indian Creek campus of KU Med. I've spent way too much time there lately. The Sarcoma Center for KU Med is located there. It's also where I had my first surgery. My first surgery, they literally removed my right glute. It was called a right buttocectomy. Who knew that was even a thing? So as I'm here right down the street at Shawnee Mission South, for anyone who's lost a tough game here at South, I feel for you, but I can tell you I lost my butt right down the street. Thank you all very much.
Since 1985, Dr. James A. DiRenna Jr. has carried on this tradition with the award with the assistance of the Coaches Association. This time, I'd like to welcome Dr. DiRenna up to the stage and have him make some opening remarks.
As I look around, I'm just coming down from a great week of basketball, and this is going to be an exceptional night for a lot of individuals. But the true spirit of it is the hard work, the competition, the relationship with the coaches, the relationship with the players, and finally the win. As far as the DiRenna Award goes, we are very fortunate, and I'm going to tell you that I was ecstatic that we had two great players playing for KU that were DiRenna Award winners. Obaji was one of them, and Chris Brown was the other one. So let's give a little bit of a pass-back reward clap for KU. My main theme for the award, since I got involved with it as somebody, as an adult, I mean, I was only 6 when it was established in '54, and I went to most of the games. I went to most of the award ceremonies, and then I came back from medical school and postgraduate training, and I decided to take over the award. It was very interesting dealing with Jackson County, dealing with the coaches, dealing with the players. Organization, the coach you speak about, the development of the award, and thank God I have Larry to help me with it. He's been a true sportsman and a true person to vent the good, the bad, and the ugly concerning basketball. And that's very, very important for me. The main importance, of course, with this award is making sure we get it right. I want the best of the best. I want the people to say it was the best of the best. You'd be surprised that it actually was formed by representatives, Dr. D.M. Nigro and my father, DiRenna Sr., and since Nigro went to Notre Dame, we were dealing a little bit with the Newt Rockne Foundation. They came into Kansas City in the 50s and said, we're looking for players for Notre Dame. We want you people to get more and more involved in community spirit, and basketball is the way to do it. And he was right, and they were right. Dr. Nigro took the football award, and my father took the basketball award. And if you read the papers and you've been around Kansas City long enough, you know how important both sports really are. In the later part of the 80s and 90s, we had both many industries involved with our organization as far as scholarships and as far as involvement and sponsorship. And of course, we got knocked out with COVID. And so luckily for me, in the last couple of weeks, I ran into some fine individuals who were down at Kansas City University helping us with the match, the senior match into their residency programs. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce both Sergeant Lim and Sergeant Randall from the United States Army. Stand up, please. Give them a round of applause. These are medical recruiters, and they are also very interesting individuals coming from different parts of the United States. And they helped Kansas City University with their matching program, and I'm trying to start a conversation with them to bring them back into my award. And hopefully we'll get it done. and we'll be happy to bring all the military, whatever branch, whatever service, to help with our young men and women to achieve their goals and successes. Thank you, gentlemen. As I said, we had a great week. Cheryl and I worked on brackets, argued, fought, laughed, threw things at each other, but we got through it. And I always end up taking Gonzaga, and you know what happened there. And we were both surprised by St. Peter's, and you know what happened there. And but the KU game was outstanding, and we were in a group of 30, 40 people, and yelling, screaming, and just watching both Christian and Obaji play ball. It was great. It was a great week for us. I hope it was a great week for you, and I know it was a great week for Kansas City. So I'm going to bring back the MC, and we're going to get the DiRenna Awards. Thank you.
All right. Aiden, did I see you clapping for KU over there? Is that a little bit? No? Golf clap, yeah. All right, here we go. We will start with the female 2022 DiRenna Award finalists in alphabetical order. When I say your name, please come up to the stage. Up first, from St. Thomas Aquinas, a senior, Beatrice Culleton. Beatrice led her team to a 23-2 record. Their 6th consecutive Kansas 5A state championships. You got 4 rings now coming, right? 3, okay. During her 4 years with the Saints, she never lost a game in the postseason. I guess that makes sense. She is a 2-time DiRenna Award finalist, averaged 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals per game this season. Culleton was the EKL Player of the Year, Kansas 5A Player of the Year, 5A Tournament MVP, Kansas All-Class First Team, 8-10 Varsity All-Metro First Team. She's going to the University of Oklahoma next season, Beatrice Culleton. From Shawnee Mission West, Samaya Nichols. A junior, Samaya led the Vikings to an 18-5 record in the Kansas 6A quarterfinals. She averaged 16.5 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 3.5 steals this season. The Sunflower League Player of the Year, and named the 8-10 Varsity All-Metro First Team, Kansas All-State, All Classes by Sports in Kansas. Just a junior, she already has received over 20 offers from Power 5 schools. Samaya Nichols. From Grain Valley, a junior, Grace Slaughter. 2-time DiRenna Award finalist, averaged 31.3 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 2.2 steals, and leading the Eagles to a 20-5 record in the Suburban White Conference title. The Suburban White Conference and All-District Player of the Year, as well NVCA All-State Team, All-KCHS Hoops, and 8-10 Varsity All-Metro First Teams. Just a junior. Slaughter will return to Grain Valley next season, but is already committed to the University of Missouri. Grace Slaughter. From Grain Valley to Grandview, we have Sierra Smith, a senior finalist. Sierra played a key role in the transformation of the Bulldog program from a 3-win team to a record of 20-5 this season, averaging 22.4 points, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 4.5 steals. Suburban Blue All-Conference Team, NBCA All-State. First Team All-KCHS Hoops. First Team 8-10 Varsity All-Metro. Smith will play at the University of Central Missouri next season. Go Mules. Go Sierra Smith. Jennies, I guess. Sorry. Jennies. The Jennies. And from Park Hill, senior Kennedy Townsend. Kennedy is a 2-time DiRenna Award finalist as well. Averaged 21.5 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 2 steals this season. She was named Suburban Gold All-Conference and All-State. In addition, Townsend was selected the first team All-KCHS Hoops and first team 8-10 Varsity All-Metro. She'll play at Creighton next season. Senior Kennedy Townsend. Dr. DiRenna, I'll let you do the honors here.
2022 award for the most outstanding female high school basketball player in the Kansas City area from St. Thomas Aquinas, Beatrice Culleton.
Well, thank you. First, I'd like to say I've had the opportunity to play with all 4 of these girls at some point in my high school career, and they have definitely made me a better player, and each one of them deserves this just as much as I do. I'd like to say thank you to my parents, as well as my coaches, especially Coach Hutchell, Coach Harbour, Coach Paradise, Coach Novacek, and Coach Alonzo Williams. And then I'd like to say a special thank you to one of my teammates this year, Charlotte O'Keefe. I would not be half the player that I am without her today. She is the most selfless and the smartest player I've had the opportunity to play with, and I'm super excited for her, but I will miss her next year. And then thank all of you guys for being here.
Now let's meet the 2022 Male DiRenna Award finalists. Again, they will be introduced in alphabetical order. Up first from Staley, junior Kian Evans. Kian led the Falcons to a 27-5 record this season, which included a Suburban Red Conference Championship and a third-place finish in the Class 6 State Championship. He averaged 16.5 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, 5.5 assists, almost 3 steals. Evans was named the Suburban Red Conference Player of the Year and received MBCA All-State and first-team 8-10 Varsity All-Metro recognition. Just a junior, he's being recruited by several D1 programs and will return to Staley next season. Kian Evans. Blue Springs senior Ike Eziogu. Ike averaged 23 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 2.2 steals this season while leading his team to a 26-4 season and the quarterfinals of the Class 6 State Tournament. His postseason recognitions include being named the Suburban Gold Conference Player of the Year, MBCA All-State, First Team All-KCHS Hoops, and First Team 8-10 Varsity All-Metro. Also, an outstanding football player. Ike will be taking his football talents to Iowa State next season. Ike Eziogu. Did I get the name right? Close enough? A thumbs up in the name. All right. From Blue Valley, senior Aiden Shaw. Aiden averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 3.5 blocks this season. He was named a member of the Kansas All-State Top 5 team and has received several other recognitions, including All-Conference, All-State, All Classes by Sports in Kansas, First Team All-KCHS Hoops, and First Team 8-10 Varsity All-Metro. Most recently, he won the National High School Dunk Contest that was held in New Orleans as part of the 2022 Final Four. A top 75 ranked recruit in the 22 class, Shaw originally committed to Missouri, but has reopened his recruitment only to go back to Missouri just a couple of days ago. Aiden Shaw of Blue Valley. They wrote this like a week ago, so I keep up with you. All right, moving on. From Shawnee Mission Northwest, senior Damari Smith. Damari led his team to an 18-5 record in the quarterfinals of the Kansas Class 6A State Tournament. He averaged 18.5 points, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2 steals this season. He is now the Cougars' all-time leader in career points with over 1,400 and assists over 200. Smith was named the Sunflower League Player of the Year and to the Kansas All-State Top 5 team and received First Team 8-10 Varsity All-Metro team honors. He is currently being recruited by several D1 and D2 programs. Damari Smith. And from Liberty, senior Bennett Sturtz. Overcoming his dad's coaching, he is a 2-time DiRenna Award finalist who averaged 18.5 points per game this year, almost 7 boards, 4 assists, 2.5 steals this season, while leading his team to a 25-3 record in the Suburban Gold Championship. All conference, all district, and all MBCA All-State. In addition, he was selected first team all KCHS Hoops and first team 8-10 varsity. He recently committed to continuing his playing career next season with the Division II national champions, Northwest Missouri State. Go Bearcats. Ladies and gentlemen, Bennett Sturts from Liberty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 James A. DiRenna Award for the top male high school basketball player goes to Blue Valley High School star Aiden Shaw.
I want to start off saying thank you to my family, both my parents, for spending so much time. I know my mom's over there crying. It's okay though, she's a great mother. My dad, I love both y'all. Thank you to all my family who's out here today, all my teammates, all my friends. Thanks everybody for coming out. I gotta dedicate this to all my coaches and my trainers. It's not easy. You got a lot of work to put in. I'm blessed with God-given talent and just hard work. This isn't the end for me. I'll put my head down and I'll work. Ultimate goal is the league, and I'll make sure that I make it there one day. Thank you guys.
It's now time to recognize the players and the coaches of each of the teams playing the All-Star games tomorrow night, right? Before we begin, I would like to ask the Missouri girls team, players and coaches, to come forward to the right side of the stage area. Yeah, my left, your right. So start coming forward now if you're on the Missouri girls team. And co-coaches of the girls team, Katrina Jonigan of Center and Delisha Anderson of Pembroke, come up to the stage to present the medals as well. Please, if you can, hold your applause till the end, and let's get with it, meeting the girls team on the Missouri side. Jacole Johnson of Raytown South, Sania Beverly of Blue Springs South, Jaden Mason of Blue Springs South, Stevie Yancey of Raytown, Sierra Smith of Grandview, Tasia Johnson of Lee Summit West, Amaya Blake of Park Hill, Brooklyn Davis of University Academy, Adana Anikwe of St. Pius, Kennedy Townsend of Park Hill, Ashley Hall of St. Pius, Olivia Reynolds of Staley, Kinsey Mose of Smithville, Ella Moody of St. Joe Central, Sayer Banks of St. Michael, and Stephen Wright, the assistant coach at Lincoln Prep, rounds out that players and coaches roster. How about a big round of applause for the 2022 Missouri girls All-Star team here. He's asked the players and the coaches for the Kansas girls team to come up. We're in separation here because they're already getting heated. I heard some trash talk earlier. Is that right, ladies? Yeah, okay. Same deal. Come up to the stage right. And we'll invite the co-head coaches of the girls team as well. Casey Simmons of Lansing, Mike Allen of Olathe South, to help us present the medals. And you know what? Applaud whenever you want. All right, Sanaya Simmons of Olathe North, Reagan Halliday of Olathe South, Caroline Kuhl of Blue Valley North, Aubrey Rogers of Olathe East, Harper Schreiner of Eudora, Sanaya Copeland of Olathe North, Sage Gramsis, Shawnee Mission Northwest, Ella Mankiewicz, Shawnee Mission Northwest, Cameron Ferris of Lansing, Allie Burns of Bishop Miege, Gabby Henderson Artis of Bishop Miege, Emery Zars of Mill Valley, Tayden Gray of Shawnee Mission West, Beatrice Culleton of St. Thomas Aquinas, Charlotte O'Keefe of St. Thomas Aquinas, and Mary Crossland of BB North. Nikki Hoffman, assistant coach at Olathe South, Jason Pletke, assistant coach at Lansing. That is your Kansas Girls 2022 All-Star team. Missouri boys coming up next, as well as Roger Sturts of Liberty, Daryl Carney of Southeast, come on up to help present the medals. Already out of your seats. Look at that. Organized coaches right there. Nico Bateman of Northeast. He's on the team. Jarrett Mueller of Platte County. Bryson Dean of Van Horn. Miles White of Rockhurst. Alex Benassi of Lee Summit. Bennett Sturts of Liberty. Cortez Stevenson of Center. Dane Hurl of William Chrisman. Luke Stubbs of Liberty. Ike Ziogu, Blue Springs. Quentin Conley of Pembroke Hill. Kaysen Mose of Benton. Emmanuel Bird of Staley. And then Mike Hilbert, head coach at Lee Summit North, and Rob James, assistant coach at Liberty North. They'll be on the bench tomorrow. Your Missouri boys basketball team 2020 All-Star. Great looking bunch. All dunks and three-pointers. Those are the rules tomorrow, fellas. All dunks and three-pointers. I don't have to tell you. All right, the Kansas boys come on up to the stage right here. We'll ask the coaches to come up as well. David Birch, Shawnee Mission Northwest. Ryan Heights of Blue Valley West. Come on up. Please present the medals. All right, here we go with Harrison Hughes of Shawnee Mission South. Damari Smith of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Sam Ungashik of Blue Valley West. Trevor McBride of Basel Linwood. Kernan Bundy of Blue Valley North. Trayvon Foster of Washington. Mose Downing Rivers of Lawrence Free State. Jerron Briggs of Piper. Abnor Buller of Blue Valley Northwest. Landon Wagler of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Trey Moala of Paola. Caden Caberline of Olathe South. Sam Summerhalder of St. James Academy. Jack Radigan of Blue Valley West. Aiden Shaw of Blue Valley. AJ Spencer, assistant coach at Shawnee Mission Northwest. Don Cameron, assistant coach at Blue Valley West, will be on the bench as well. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Kansas Boys All-Star team. Who's favored, we think? What do you think? Kansas favored in this one? Yes. How many points? 10 points? 30 points I'm getting. Okay. All right, we'll see. All right, congratulations, guys. Let's wrap this up. Thanks to everyone tonight. Congratulations to everyone. Drive safe when you get home. We'll see you.